Brews and Banner Podcast. Brews and Banner Podcast. What up? Welcome to Brews and Banner Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the Legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I was reading this weekend. Mama.
Nah, it doesn't taste like dirt.
My name is Lou Belgium, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm wondering, does Delaware have an actual culture?
This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Ooh, we love you, Brews and Banter Podcast.
Well, I finally made a decision what I'ma do with my life. I'm soon separating because the military just ain't right. So I'm getting out of here soon, and I'm moving to Tennessee to chase my
What up? Welcome to Bruising Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rockin' and the brew. Well, happy to fuel, and I'm your host, Rob G, and with me, as always, the Legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, fellas?
Hello.
This is episode 250 of Bruising Banter Podcast. If this is your first time joining us, thank you for finding us on your favorite podcast platforms or watching us on YouTube. And if you are a bruiser, we always love that you return and hang with us and enjoy this time that we share on these airwaves or TV waves or internets or however you want to call them. But we are glad you are back. And we have
250 is that's a wild number to say out loud.
It is. And
that's a quarter of something.
And to make it extra special, we have a great guest with us to make 250 extra special. So that's actually great. So if you started the show, you heard the song that we played to get the show started, and we want to get right into the show. We have from a veteran of the Air Force, and now she's pivoting to a career in country music, and so we're happy to have her here. So without further ado, and I believe she is originally from Georgia, but right now she's holding down DE. So without
give it up for the home team.
Yay! Delawareans in the house.
So without further ado, we want to bring in Karisma Brown to the podcast. There we go.
Hey, welcome.
We're glad to have you.
We are glad you are here.
So I'm just going to start by saying I'm from Georgia, not from Delaware.
I said,
oh man,
from Georgia.
It ain't about where you from. It's
where you at. Charisma, where you at right now, Charisma? Delaware.
In my house.
302, that area code 302. Yeah. Yo, I have a question right off the bat, Charisma, before we do anything, because when we open our show, one of the openings is Yoda asking, does Delaware have an actual culture? And we've actually never had a transplant Delawarean come in who's been living here long enough to answer that question, in my opinion. So, Karisma, could we start off the podcast by asking, do you think Delaware has any type of culture?
No.
Damn. You could have thought about it for a couple more seconds before you go ahead. Like, I shouldn't even ask you. I shouldn't.
You set yourself up for it. I knew that's out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll cut that out, and we'll start talking right at the beer part.
That's crazy.
We're gonna chop that up.
Do you have anything to back up the no? Like, do you have any reason why or anything?
You guys know.
No, I love Delaware.
Yo, let me tell you
I don't
this.
even have to say nothing. Like, it's just so.
Yeah, I'm a Delawarean true through and blue.
So
What's up?
You think so?
I'm asking you though.
Yeah, and let me tell you this. Just because you said it like that, what we're going to do is chop that up. And I'm going to say, can you sing? Can you really sing? And you're going to be like, no. When I chop it
That's crazy. But hey, it's all cool. No, yeah.
It's all right.
No.
But before she leaves, I know.
I don't even know how to agree. Like, say yeah. Like, in a little bit way. No, yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate the honesty. I just don't appreciate the speed of the honesty. That was my issue. Like the quickness of the
She
no.
was just like, no.
Yeah, because I kind of already knew what you were gonna ask. In a sense, so I like already had like.
He was on it. Like I got my button pressed. I'm ready.
She should have just had a no button. You're right. No,
like that Staples button.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into everything, we always like to know what everybody is drinking on. So, what are we drinking today? And we always start with a guess. I know, Karisma, you already told me what you were drinking, but what are you drinking on today?
I am drinking some good old sweet tea.
She was gonna make sure you know she's from Georgia. She got sweet tea.
Yeah.
That's what I was supposed to say. Yeah.
Pretty
So
good.
is that tea? That's sweet tea that you made yourself, or you bought that?
No, I bought this. Yeah, I'm a little lazy.
Oh, boo, boo.
Yeah. It's still good though. Still good.
No, you should at least made it. Like,
I should have, but
She busy. She booked
because
busy.
when you buy, man,
That's our culture. That's our culture.
when you get sweet tea from the store, it ain't the same. Like it ain't really because
Oh, no.
it's other stuff all added in there. But you should have
but it's
just
good
made
though. It's still good.
I bet it is. I bet it
Charisma,
is.
what makes a good sweet tea? Do it got to be outside with the tea bags, or do you need like a good powder and some sugar?
I think honestly the sugar. Yeah.
Just the sugar, don't matter what kind of tea it is. I
I was
agree.
growing up, and my grandmother, she used to make tea on the stove, and it would be so just nasty, honestly. Like, you would have the tea bag like just boiling for like 40 minutes, like a long time, and you know how
40
you
minutes.
boil it so long that the inside of the tea
It will
bag
break. Yeah.
Or just split it. Ew. That paper couldn't handle it. The paper's like, it's too much heat.
I thought that was going to be a heartwarming story.
I thought so too. Normally your grandma would give you nostalgia. She was like,
That was
bad memory,
disgusting.
bad memory.
Yeah,
That's not where I got my love for sweet tea. Exactly why she don't make it now.
Yeah, I'm just like, I know this gonna be good, and I'm gonna go buy it.
I don't gotta be like this. I don't gotta be like that.
Same taste every time.
All right, yo, what you drinking on today?
What am I drinking? I think I had this on here before, but I like that when because it's a weekday and I can't be around. I got the Gunner's Daughters. This is that from Mass Landing Brewing Company. So this is that milk stout.
It's not the Imperial
And I
one,
say
is
I
it?
don't be nah. Because this is a 5.5 alcohol by so it's something like I can't be doing. I got to work tomorrow, do all that good shit. I got to make sure I get up. I can't be hitting them heavy. But this would look like in the glass for all y'all people out there. Oh, and that Bruce and Banter glass at that.
That's a nice glass, bro. I like that glass.
Nice and dark. It's got the roasty flavor. Got that roasted flavor to it. It tastes like coffee. I ain't gonna lie. It tastes like coffee, but it's good. I said pass me another one of these already before, so I'll hit it. And that's
Hey, Yoda, where they from? What
they're
city,
out
state do they say?
shit. Man, I don't know.
Somewhere in
Connecticut, Maine.
or
Westbrook, Maine.
Oh, Westbrook.
Yeah.
Maine. Okay, thank
Westbrook,
you.
Maine. Yeah, so this got like coffee, peanut buttery kind of flavor to it. I mean, it's good. It's good. It's good.
All right.
I like it.
Peanut butter coffee. That's unusual.
It is.
All right, Lou, what you drinking on?
I am drinking from Kushwa Brewing. Is that right? Kushwa? Kushwa?
Yeah, one of them.
Kushwa? All right. This here is called Seven Caves. It's their Mexican style coffee stout. It's a 6.4% ABV. That's what the can looks like,
Okay.
lady and gentlemen. This is what it looks like in my taster glass of Bruiser Banner fame. Bruising Banter fame. Damn, that's my podcast. I can't even say the name. But it's delicious, man. It tastes really good. It was heavily carbonated, but it doesn't taste like it when you drink it. It tastes like if a Mexican lager and a coffee stout kind of hybrid. I like it. I'm enjoying it. I didn't think I was going to like this at all, but I like this a lot. Pass me another, man. Cheers. This was good. This is good.
Seven Caves is where they got those enclosed like water places, right? What do they call it?
Stalactites and stalagmites.
No, the water. That's water like in the cave.
What did you just...
No, he was talking about the cave minerals. I know what he was talking about.
Okay. I don't know shit about
Thank you, Rob. Thank you so much, Rob. I appreciate you holding me down right there, man. They made me feel like I said it wrong or some shit. Even though that's not what you're talking about right now.
I'm talking about. They're like in caves, but there's like water, and the people like go like in Mexico. They go in the water. They call it something special, and like they have like this like almost like salt, it's like salt baths type of thing. That's like because they jump in these water caves, and stuff. I can't remember what it's called.
It doesn't say anything like that on the can. But as I'm reading this, it does say that it's brewed with cinnamon, coffee, and vanilla.
Okay.
But I didn't see nothing about the 7Ks. But that's interesting, Rob. I would like to know more about that.
Yeah.
Couchoir. Let me know.
I forget what they called though. But they oh, it's not. He said, "Peace out."
He said, "You know what? He went to go look up them 7 caves. That's why he was like 7 caves. I gotta go check this out."
you went on that adventure immediately. Cenotes, that's what they're called. Cenotes, that's what they're called.
Be right back.
Yeah.
Hey guys, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened. Right.
I'll be back. Let me go check out these 7 caves. I'll be back.
Look, when I disappeared, I was looking around to see who disappeared. I'm like, oh, who left? I said, oh, that's me. I fucking know. I don't know what happened.
All right.
Rob, what you got, Rob? What you do?
I'm actually drinking a double IPA from Second Fiddle up in Shelburne, Vermont. There it is, Second Fiddle. It says always drink cold. It is the double IPA, so it's not super hoppy, but it is it's hazy. It's not super hazy, but it is a hazy double IPA. It's refreshing if you like IPAs. If you don't, then you ain't gonna like it. But it's not extra bitter, so it's a cool drink. It's a big beer because it is standing in at 8.2% ABV. So it is a
on a Tuesday.
Yeah, I work from home tomorrow. You're floating.
I'll be torn off like 4%.
Oh man, lightweight.
Oh yeah, you a lightweight for real. 4%er got you lit.
Crazy.
Just give me that thimble of drink. That's all.
That's all I need.
I can like drink a Corona and be like good.
What?
Yeah.
That's a highly low tolerance.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
In glass too. There it is. It's delicious. So I'm gonna pass me another. Shout out to Fiddlehead Brewing Company. I said Second Fiddle. That's the name of the beer, but Fiddlehead is the name of the brewery.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, we're just dropping like flizzles out here. What's going on?
I thought it was me.
Where is the Where are the Fiddle Brewery at? Where are they from?
They're in Vermont. They're in Shelburne, Vermont.
I think you said that. I'm sorry. Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, no worries. All right. Well, we got something. Everybody drinking on something.
First of all, I didn't drop. I had my baby was calling.
Oh.
Take a break.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
Well, we are excited. We are excited to know all about Karisma's journey and how she said one day you just say, "Hey, I want to be a country star." So, without further ado, you want to again welcome Karisma to the podcast, and the proverbial floor is yours.
Okay, so I I decided to do music. I would say like probably a year and a half before I got out. Around my 4th year, I signed a extension to do like another year, just to finish my degree. And so at that point in my military career, I was like, I'm done with this. It's ran its course. I'm over it. I'm ready to do something else. And by that time, I already had a degree in criminal justice, but I was in the military as a cop, and I didn't want to get out and continue to be a cop. So I was like, I'm not using that degree. So I was.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. You signed on for longer to finish the degree that you knew you weren't going to use, or
No. I had already had a degree in criminal justice. This was my 2nd degree that I was finishing in sports and health.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the sports and health thing.
Yeah.
She just said, "Nah, I'm good."
So I grew up playing basketball and soccer my whole life. So at one point in my life, I wanted to do physical therapy, be a physical therapist. And then I thought about like, I had to make a decision. So I was like, do I want to go to grad school for 2.5 more years, or do I want to chase my dreams and do music? Because I can't do both. Like it's that will be very tough.
Right.
And plus probably work a job, right? Because where am I going to get paid from, right? Where am I going to get money from? Right. So I was just like, man, I don't know what to do, because I was at a crossroad, but I've always been like a risk taker. So I was like, bump it. We're going to do music and we'll figure out the rest later. Not really figure it out later, because I always have a plan for the future, no matter what. So I extended a year. I didn't want to, but I was like, I'm not going to use that criminal justice degree. I would use this other sports and health science degree. Okay. That one. So that was kind of like, that degree was my plan B for to career, right? So then that whole year before I was getting out, I was just writing songs, and really trying to come to terms with what I'm about to do, because I'm going from financial stability to like up and down, round, like not even probably seeing any money until like 2 or 3 years later, really. So that was a tough decision. Yeah.
It's crazy to me though. You said that you're a risk taker, but you didn't want to be an officer. Very interesting.
Well, I would rather risk myself doing something that I want to do versus doing something I don't want to do. Right. Like, so when I was a cop, when I went to like, MEPS or whatever, when you get ready to join the military, that cop job was available, and they were like, you can leave in 2 weeks from your hometown. So I was like, I'm ready to get out of here, so give me whatever job it is. So I took that. I didn't want to be that. I didn't want to do that. So I just took it. And literally I left 2 weeks later and went to Texas to do my training. So
now I'm curious. Now, did you always know you could sing? So, I'm curious. So why didn't you just go right into singing? Like what prevented you from like, you know what?
So I was shy as a child. I was very shy. I would sing, obviously at home and in the car, but I would never sing in public. And my mom, she was just like, you can sing, like you really should do something with it. And I would just say, no. And I wish I had, because now I'd probably be further along, but I believe everything happens for a reason. So yeah, I was just very shy. And even now, I still get a little bit shy, like initially. And then once I do it, it's like, oh yeah.
So what between
you wasn't shy when Lou asked you about Delaware. You instantly
not at all. Quick to fast. Yeah. So what was it? What was it?
My head is to move. Like I've been trying to move ever since I got out. Because my plan when I got out in the military was to move to Tennessee. That's why it says it. And I actually was trying to do that, but I like at the time, it was just best for me to stay here for right now. So, but that's in my head all the time. Like, I'm trying to move from Delaware.
It's
not that bad.
Yeah, it's being a country singer that's from Georgia that lives now in Delaware and wants to go to Nashville. That's cool. That's how you should have said it earlier in the show. Like, Delaware is cool. I'm trying to get to Nashville later, but Delaware is that's the culture. No, I'm fine. It's okay. It's all right. But I do have a question though. You said you were so shy before you joined the military. What happened that year before you left the military that broke that shyness that made you break out of your shell and know that you could at least try to do this?
So to be honest, I never left home before I went to the military. So I went into the military like shy, closed off, not really talking to anybody. And then, the military forces you to open up. Obviously, they're teaching you like structure and how to work with people that you don't even know, So it was just that. And even when I went into the training that we go to initially, I tried to stay under the radar. Like, I'm gonna just skate by and, nobody's gonna notice me. But man, my whole military career, it was never that. Like, I was always like front of everything. And maybe that was, God did that on purpose to help me right now.
Yeah.
In my music career.
Yeah, for sure.
It looks like.
Yeah, it wasn't until,
No, I was just saying he was preparing you for what's to come. So he was, what is this? Making still.
Yeah. And so I mean, it wasn't until probably when I was getting ready to release my first song back in December is when I was like,
wow.
I still have those moments where it's like, man, did I make the right decision? So yeah.
Yeah. So wait. So far, do you think you did make the right decision?
100%. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
That's good. That's good. Now, my question is, why country?
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
So I'm from a small country town back in Georgia that's like not even like 10,000 people, and I'm half white. If you guys don't know, my mom's white, so I was raised by my mom's side. And the crazy thing is, though, I grew up, was raised by white people, but I never really liked country until I joined the military. You know how it's crazy. You know how diverse, and I'm a male dominant career field, and it was just more white people than black people. So I was friends with a lot more white people than black people, and then I went to a country concert here in Delaware, worked it for the military. Military volunteered, and then that's when I was like, I'm doing country. Because at that time, I was like, I want to do music, but I don't know if I want to do R&B or country. Because I'm very versatile. I can sing both and gospel. So I didn't know at the time, but then when I went to that concert, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be country music.
Who was at the concert? Who was performing at the concert?
I want to say it was Betty James Fest, I think like 3 years ago. Jimmy Allen, Lainey Wilson, I think Chuck Wick, I want to say, and then another like new guy, like upcoming artist at the time. And I seen Lainey up there, and I was like, man, that is dope. That's crazy. And I was standing like by the stage. It was flooding out there. I'm volunteering, getting money for my military squadron. I'm not getting paid for this. So, yeah, so I'm out there for like 5-6 hours just getting rained on, and I'm like, that's what I want to do. So.
All right.
That's cool. Now,
I
ain't mad at that.
Now we ain't gonna glaze past the fact that it was Delaware that influenced her to do country.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Delaware may not have no culture, but it is part of Karisma's culture for sure.
Right.
You know what? It is. It is. And I'm so thankful because if I would have never got stationed here, this wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So I am thankful for being getting stationed here and living here these years, because it probably would have went a lot different, you know.
So
now.
And just like you, just go ahead, Rob.
I was going to say, so I know she got like Carol, Georgia on her on one arm, so she got to put something for Delaware on the other arm, right?
Oh, Dover DE on the other one, Dover DE, baby.
Look, I got the tattoos in Delaware, and that's all y'all get.
More culture in Delaware. Look, you keep on saying there was none, and you keep on adding to the culture. Thank you.
Well, you know what?
I appreciate this.
I never really explored Delaware. So maybe that's my fault. That's something.
Yeah, you didn't give it a fair shot. Yeah.
Right.
That's not too late.
Now,
I would say that.
You mentioned earlier that you were a writer, and you also mentioned that this concert kind of changed you from figuring out what genre you wanted to pursue. Were you always a writer, like even in high school and when you first started in the military? So you just started writing when you knew you wanted to pursue it?
Yeah, I started from scratch, but I would always pray to God, like, please give me the words. Please help me to be able to I guess put how I'm feeling and my past experiences and stuff in life into words. Not just
you did that in that song.
A song, you know what I mean? But like a good song that touch people where people can relate to it. Right. And that's my whole goal I want to do in music. I believe in God like so much, and it's always him, because it's so crazy how fast it's happening for me. Yeah.
Have you wrote any other styles? Have you wrote an R&B song or pop music, anything like that?
Or even a gospel song?
Or even a gospel song, yeah.
I do have a gospel song and I do have an R&B song. I was actually on live with Timbaland one time on TikTok.
Oh, nice.
Like 2 months ago, and I sent me my song, the one you guys heard before it was released, and he was just blown away. Like he was like, "This is really dope." But the first thing he said after that was, "Do you got an R&B song?" I was like, "Man," I don't. At that time, I didn't. But he was just like, "You got to send me an R&B song because I think you need to do R&B."
So let me ask you: do you think?
What do you do when somebody like Timbaland tells you, "I think you need to do R&B"? What do you do with that?
I know, it's like,
are you going to sign me? Are we doing an album together? I'll be an R&B singer for a little bit, I guess.
Right. But a normal person will be like, "Okay, he's a genius. I'm gonna go do that," you know. But it's like, at the end of the day, you have to make the decision for yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm independent right now, so I can do whatever I want, you know. So.
Right.
But yeah, I'll probably drop a R&B song just so people can hear it, because it wasn't just him. It's so many other people that
I was gonna say, yeah.
I know you can do R&B. I know you can do R&B.
But it's like, I feel like it's a stereotype though. Like, looking at you right now, you have the look of an R&B singer, and then you tell people you sing country, and they're like, "Oh, but you're just like an untraditional looking country singer," in my opinion. Yeah. But if you want to sing country, who's to stop you from singing country? Like, your voice is built for whatever you want to sing it for. You're a country singer to me, girl. Sing that country.
Thank you.
Yeah, represent.
And nowadays, that look is actually country. She got like the trucker hat, the cut off sleeves.
Get the arms out.
You're right.
Yeah. It's a little bit, it's like my own style. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I don't think it's any girls in Nashville at the Grand Ole Opry with braids in their hair, for sure. I think that's hard to find.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I did this interview with braids. I did a past interview with braids because I just want them to know, you know, typical country artist that y'all see is not what you're going to get from me. You know, like I have pretty good hair. I have good, pretty long hair. I wear braids. I wear buns. Like I just get all type of stuff. And I don't want them to define me. They see one look that I have and expect me to look that way every time. That's why on my social medias you see different styles, different looks, all of that, so they know what they're gonna get. Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
I like that too. Keep that up.
Represent.
This is off the topic type of conversation, but I'm curious to know how many people. What's the population of Cairo, Georgia? Like, what's the population, give or take, an estimate?
She said 10,000.
10,000.
10,000.
That's it. Oh, that makes.
So they got two cops. They got one red light, 3 stop signs, and a liquor store.
Yeah, a little bigger. I would say we just got a Popeyes.
Okay.
Not too long.
Oh God! Damn.
Oh shit!
We don't have a Starbucks.
Yo, but as country as that shit sounds, I can imagine y'all just got a Popeyes because y'all was Popeyes. Y'all are Popeyes.
That's silly. That's silly. That's silly.
It's
Karisma, roundabout, how many songs do you think you've written?
I'll probably say about 50, 75. And I just started now.
Yeah. I have a follow-up question to that real quick, Yoda. Out of them 50 to 75 songs that you wrote, do you ever write with other people in mind? Like, have you ever thought about maybe becoming a writer for other artists as well as for yourself, or you always write with you in mind?
So first off, I think about myself, but sometimes whenever I know that, you know, it's not what I want to sing. I've written a song for like, you know, Tootsie. You guys Tootsie. I've written that favorite song. I've written a song for him, and he actually was telling me to send it, but I never sent it. So yeah, I got nervous, and I was like, man, he's gonna hate this.
You just said you were a risk taker. You said you were a risk taker.
Where are the risks?
I didn't say I was a risk taker right when it happened.
Come on.
She's a calculated risk taker.
Yeah.
You gotta build up the anxiety before she jump off the bridge.
And then he comes out with singing your favorite song, and and now she's like, oh shit.
I wrote that. I kind of wrote that for him.
And like, it's a really good song too. So maybe I'll send it to him one day. But no, most of the time.
Tomorrow? Send it tomorrow?
You have a manager? Do you have a manager?
Right, where's your manager at?
He's like, let me send it to him.
Right, give it to me. Give it to me. I'll make sure it gets sent out.
You about to be managed by Bruce and Banter.
Right, exactly. You got new management.
Yeah. I should probably do it, honestly.
Probably.
Man, that's crazy. Let me ask you this: so with Beyonce now jumping into the whole country genre per se, I mean, because to me it's not a real whole country album, but like, what's your thoughts on that? Is that a good thing, or is it like, damn, she already had one lane, why she ain't just stay in her lane? Does it put more eyes on Black people in the country genre?
Yeah. I think, I feel like artists should do whatever they want as far as, you know, genres. I know a lot of people, they sign, you know, deals where they can only, what you got signed for is the only type of music you can make, because they know it's going to sell, because that's what sold when they signed them. So I feel like it doesn't matter what color you are, where you came from, like, you should be able to do whatever, you know, create whatever music you would like. I think it's amazing that Beyonce, you know, she's going into different genres and, you know, shedding light on Black country artists. Because, I mean, it's helped. Tony Evans, you know, I'm cool with Tony Evans. He's really different type of country artist. And then you got Tanner Adele doing her thing. You got Shabuzi, who was prepared. He was prepared. He dropped that bar song right after it came out that he dropped with Beyonce, which was so like he did that so perfect.
Yeah, I like that.
So I think it's amazing. It's amazing. However, I've never been. Don't beat me up. I've never been a Beyonce fan.
Oh no, you won't get beat up for that.
You're in a safe space. You're safe here. Mm-hmm.
Before
you're welcome.
And that doesn't mean she's not talented and she's not a great artist. It's just I've never been hip to her music.
They spoke too soon. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, no,
the beehive is going to be on your ass.
A lot of people they like to ride waves and make it seem like, you know, they was her fan from day one when it's not that sometimes. But
yeah, that's true.
I listened to a little bit of the album, but I couldn't tell you I listened to 2 songs straight through. Like no, it wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm curious. I know you said that like Lainey lit the fire when you saw her on stage, but who are your I guess musical aspirations or inspirations in terms of like when you listen to, like when you want to be inspired? Is there an artist that you listen to the most? Like who inspires you to do? Who inspires you in music, or past or future or present? Or not future, but past or present?
Who's that future musician that you're looking for? God damn.
You don't even know
Karisma Brown. It's Brown. Right.
Karisma's like, me for the future, and then
future. I'm gonna pick me for the future.
Right.
It's the only one I know in the future that should be popping is me.
I would say I'm kind of like an artist who likes underground artists, like upcoming artists. I feel like one of the things that I'll do when I get, you know, a bigger platform is just be able to help those artists that was in my position, you know, and just bring them on stage for me and stuff like that. But I would say, obviously, I love Morgan Wallen, hands down. I would say Matt Schuster. I think he just got signed not too long ago in Nashville. He has been doing music for a while. He just got signed, record deal. It's not really for me. It might be weird, but I like more male artists than female artists. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But I listen to more male artists, and it's just not country. I listen to a lot more R&B male artists. I listen to trap music as well. So it's like, I don't know. It's just always been a thing for me. But I do like Lainey Wilson. I do like Kelsey Ballerini. Who else we can say? That's probably like the only female artist. Obviously, Luke Combs is in there.
Okay.
I know about a handful of those people.
Yeah, I know Ballerini. I like that name, Ballerini. So I do know her.
She's cool.
I know like rappers always say, like, when I make it to New York, that's my best chance of getting signed or what have you. And it seems like the same thing. They had the show called Nashville back in the day that was about trying to make it as a country singer in Nashville. Why do you think it's so important for you to get to Nashville and be amongst the Opry, Grand Ole Opry, and all that Nashville country music? And why is Nashville the capital of country music?
So, I mean, so at the moment right now, so when I first got out of the military, I thought I needed to go to Nashville to do country music. But I also thought about overall, like, you know, I don't want my music to be solely me. You know, like I do brand deals. I'm a content creator. I'm an influencer. I do music. I do fashion, you know, beauty, all that. So I just wanted to made sure that if I went to Nashville, I was going to be able to do everything, that I want to do. Because I have so many different sides. I have to myself. I have so many different personalities. Like one day I wear Jordans, one day I wear country boots. One day I'll wear Crocs, or I'll wear heels or sandals. So it's just, I just wanted to make sure I can go there and actually be myself. Okay. So that was one of the reasons why I decided to not get out and immediately go to Nashville, because at the end of the day, studios are everywhere. I can make music there, and if I get to a point in my career where I need to be in Nashville more than somewhere else, then obviously I would
that's when you'll be there.
Travel there if I'm at that point financially, or I'll move there.
So it doesn't sound like Nashville is just necessarily the music thing for you, because you could do that where you are now. So it's like you just want to go there. You just want to be there.
Yeah, I'm actually going there next weekend.
You ever been before?
Check it out. Yeah, I've been before, like one time. It's country.
Oh yeah,
Go down Broadway. It's country.
It's country. It's definitely that.
Man.
Who was there last year? Was that last year we went to Nashville?
Yeah.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah. But it seems like it's a nice spot. But I almost feel like you could, if you go to Nashville and you walk in one of them bars, you just sing. Maybe somebody hear you that need to hear you, because it's all like all.
As long as they're there that day,
Yeah.
Just got to sing enough times.
It's just not, it's just not my my voice. Like I have a look that it's a product.
Yeah.
So I got that.
I don't know a lot of country singers, but I know your look is unique for Nashville.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Y'all can say that's where country. Y'all can say the way she dresses where country going, but it ain't a lot of people dressed like that in the country. That I know. Yeah. So yes, you do got a niche for sure.
Yeah, and that's why, whenever I started doing music, obviously, when you start doing music, you're like, oh, I want to be like this person, or just, like you like their look, their music, you look up to them, like they inspire you, right? And I think for me, one of the things it was like, I don't want to sound like anybody in Nashville, because obviously they're signed, they have their own fans, they have their own sound. Why would I go and replicate that? Like, why would I go and be exactly that when there's like 50 Jason Aldeans at the bar singing, trying to be another Jason Aldean,
Right.
That's true.
That's why a lot of artists, they stay in those bars for years and years and years singing, because they go home and they listen to Kelsey Ballerini and they try to mimic her voice. We already got a Kelsey Ballerini. Why do we need another one?
Right.
So that's one of the things that I told myself, that I just want to make sure my voice is different, and it's not. You can't find it everywhere. So
now, I want to jump back a little bit again, because I'm still curious. And like, so you were in the Air Force and you were about to get out. You wrote these songs. And you recorded it, and then do you have like a game plan, or you just said like, so how did you say, you know what, this is it? Like, how did you start putting it into place? Because people can write songs all day, but in terms of getting it recorded, putting it on all the streaming platforms, like how did that? Did you have a game plan or a master plan before you even jumped in?
So for me, I always have a plan. I'm always 5 steps ahead in everything I do in my life, and I've always been like that, just because from where I came from, and we all have our story of our testimony and stuff like that, and everybody's been through stuff and stuff. So I know that I don't have nothing to fall back on if I don't make it, if I don't provide for myself. So I'm always 10 steps ahead to make sure I have something to fall back on. So whenever I decided to do music, I didn't just jump and say, hey, here's the song and we're gonna go. I researched, I watched YouTube, I actually have a couple good friends that are big in the industry, music industry, that I talk to, and they kind of gave me some pointers and stuff like that. And then my engineer that I work with at the studio helped me out so much. Like he was like, you need to put it on this distribution thing. You need to do this. You need to do this. And if you need any help, let me know.
Is this engineer from Delaware?
What now?
Is the engineer from Delaware?
Yeah, I go to a studio here in Delaware. I don't know if he's from Delaware.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you do, Karisma. Yeah. Of course you do. Of course you do. Go ahead and sip that sweet tea. Go ahead and sip that Delaware sweet tea. Go ahead. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's delicious, isn't it?
Go ahead.
It's better than your grandma's.
I might as well just.
Yeah, you're here. We've been trying, but you keep on denying us. You don't want to keep on denying us.
Oh man, but yeah, he's actually from Delaware, and the thing is, when I first started doing music, I went to the studio and I recorded this other song, and it's called "Dreamin'," and I think it was a little cheesy song at the time, but I think if I was to redo it right now, it would be better because my voice is different. But when I went to the studio, I went to the same studio, and I had like an Indian guy, and it was my first time in the studio, and he was not like helping me, coaching me. He wasn't talking to me. He was just like, "You like this? Cool, good. All right, next one. What you want to do? You like that?" And I'm like, I think you like it, I like it. I went home, listened to it. Oh man, it was trash, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah,
if this is how I sound, I'm not doing music.
Oh man,
he wasn't producing that record at all. He just said, "You paid me. Here it is."
Yeah,
no, he was doing what he was supposed to do.
And
like
he didn't take time to mix it. He was no effort, So I was just like, dang, I can't do this. So I just didn't go for a while. I was just uncomfortable with going to the studio. And then now I actually go this Friday to record another song. And I have a white guy who I've used, and he's pretty dope. He's never done country music though, never mixed it, but we're figuring it out. Like he's cool. Yeah.
She said I got a white guy, so this should be better.
Everyday country music, though.
Indian guy and white guy, so
right.
I don't know.
Well, I got a white guy now, so yeah,
It's weird how different it can be.
Never mixed country music, so
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so y'all figuring it out together.
Yeah, we're figuring it out, and
yeah,
I'm about to work with another engineer in Nashville too. So
okay.
Now, do you play an instrument, or do you play an instrument?
No, so I took my nails off. I never had my nails off. I took them off so I can start learning how to play the acoustic guitar, but I'm like itching to go to the nail shop. I cannot do this. Oh my God. When I see Dolly Parton with those long nails, like playing the guitar, I can't do that.
You can.
No.
You can. You just don't know how yet.
I don't know how yet. And I'm actually playing right-handed. I'm left-handed, so I'm playing right-handed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why?
I don't know, because
I don't know.
I don't know. Because it's a lot more right-handed guitars out there versus left-handed, I guess.
That's true.
I did think about switching my strings to left-handed, but I'm kind of already set on playing right-handed. Like I got my wrist to turn up, and now and if I flip it, yeah.
Now you gotta get the other wrist to turn up.
Yeah, so I'm just stay right-handed, but I'm actually supposed to hopefully go this week to start doing lessons.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I hope that works out for you.
Me too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's tough. Do you have other songs recorded already?
Yeah.
You do. When are we going to hear another song from you?
So I'm actually releasing a song June 7th. It's called Perfect Angel, and it's about my grandmother. She passed away a couple months ago.
Sorry to hear that. Rest in peace.
Appreciate it. She basically raised me, So, yeah, I had to write something.
Mm-hmm.
Now the June 7th.
So as an independent artist,
Both of y'all.
go ahead, Rob.
No, I was just
Go
asking,
ahead, Rob.
I was just asking, was June 7th a special date? Like, was it a significance behind June 7th? I was just.
Man, I knew y'all were gonna ask that. I knew y'all were gonna ask that, or somebody was. But no, actually, this song wasn't supposed to be released until August 14th because that's my grandmother's birthday. But I had a previous song before that called "Hometown" that I really didn't dig. I haven't figured it out yet, so I put that on the back burner, and I'm like, I need to release something. Because it's been, I haven't released anything since December. So I actually have a show in July.
Okay.
So I'm trying to at least release another song.
Where's the show at in July?
And release.
Where's the show at? Where's the show at in July?
The show is in Georgia, not Delaware.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
I don't like how you said that though. Like,
but the thing is though, I was going to have a show here in March at the casino first. That was
Okay.
the first show, so they almost had it, but they pushed it back to October.
So you will be at the casino in October.
Hopefully, if everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us more about the show in Georgia.
So the show is 4th of July, and I'll be open. I don't know if I'm going first or second. I'm pretty sure I'm going first. It's 3 performers. It's do y'all know Rashad? Rashad, he's a country artist, black guy.
It sounds familiar. I think I heard about him. Yes.
Yeah, he spells his name like RSHBD or something like that. Yeah. So he's gonna be there. I think Maddie and Tay or something like that's gonna be there. They're their headline, and then I'm gonna open up. But
yeah,
my first show. I'm nervous as crap, and
this is your first show.
My first show, and it's gonna be a lot of people there.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, so
yeah, you're gonna kill it. You'll be fine. Yeah,
I'm nervous. Fuck that. I'm nervous.
I would just get up there and just be like,
no.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
The military prepared you for this. If you can go to Afghanistan and stuff like that, you good.
I'm just gonna pray and take a shot.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Just don't take 2. Yeah, don't take 2 with you. Get your thimble. You'll get your thimbles worth. Don't take more than. Yeah.
Nah, just rub that thing on your. Just rub it on your gums. That's it. You just take it and rub it.
That's like the cocaine move.
Fall out. You gonna have her fall? It's gonna go right to her bloodstream, Rob. She can't handle the liquor.
Rush me to the hospital.
Right. Alcohol poison because she rubbed some tequila on her gums. Ugh.
Dang.
She just said she can only drink a half a Corona, Rob.
But I'm just giving her just a little bit.
She just did her first show and she did some coke.
I didn't go on my nose. I went.
Yo, that's great.
She tried to calm her nerves with some coke. That's wild.
But the thing is, though, 2 years ago, I went back home to that show, and it was actually Jimmy Allen was performing back in. It's in Bainbridge, Georgia. It's like 15 minutes from my hometown. He was performing.
Once again, Delaware. Let's shout out Delaware.
Cut it out. I'm just gonna.
What happened?
But yeah, he was
Jimmy
there.
Allen, Delaware. Give it a shout out.
Oh, yeah. I thought she was like Bainbridge, Delaware. I was like, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
He was there and some other artists, and I was watching them, and it's crazy how now I'll be performing. So
yeah, everything coming full circle.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Soon they'll be saying Delaware artist Karisma Brown.
Yes. Dover, Delaware's own. She's like, go Delaware. I'm not giving money. I'm gone.
I'm not.
Oh man, you should let us intro you for all your shows from now on. We'll give you the greatest intro. You will love it.
Delaware Zone.
Did we say we forgot to mention she's from Delaware?
Give it up. That's Karisma Brown from Delaware. Shout out Delaware.
That's crazy. I have lived here for a long time now.
And now every time I see
long enough that you're from here.
every time I see something post on Instagram or anything like that's about you, I'm like, oh, Delaware Zone. I'm just going let's go.
We gotta put it in the comments. Yeah, we gotta put it in the comments now.
But yo, for real, I just can't wait to hear some more music from you. To be honest, because I like the song that you have out.
It was really inspirational. You could definitely tell that you wrote it, but it does help a lot of different people. Like it's written for people, but you could definitely tell it has your signature on, your penmanship on it for sure. Knowing your story and all.
Yeah,
I wrote the song like 2 times in a row because it just kept playing over, and I just let it play. I was like, oh, I like it.
Good, yeah. I wrote that.
You're getting your streams up.
Like a year ago, well, I was probably like 2 years ago. So I wrote that a year before I got out, because at that point I was like, I'm ready to get out, whatever. I wrote that. I actually wrote that in my bathroom. It was quick too.
Yeah.
I wrote it same day. And then
that's awesome.
When I released it, I kind of felt like I was going to get a little backlash from the military, because in there I say, the military just ain't right.
Right.
And so I thought I was going to get some people to bash me, but the military, they posted me on their page. They got over 1,000 likes and shares on there. Nice. And everybody was just supporting, and so many people was like, man, I could relate to this. You didn't say much about the military, but just that statement right there, it just brought so much that I've been through and so many things that I want to do, but I'm scared to take that leap. Right. So,
man,
so happy
that's good.
People could relate to it and feel something from it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even if you ain't in the military, it's relatable because it's like people following their dreams and shit. So it's like it's definitely relatable.
And taking being that risk taker when you're nervous and scared, like taking that step is big. Yeah, you definitely is inspired. It's an inspirational song for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
I have a question real quick. You being an independent artist, do you want to stay independent? And if you do, how does an actual full album or EP look like? Like when would that be coming? Or would you rather be signed to a label before you dropped a whole record or album?
So when I decided to become an artist, the first thing I thought about was like, okay, if this goes to the next level, if it hits, what am I going to do? Am I prepared for all of this that comes with, being an artist? And I'm not chasing a deal. But if it's the right deal, for me all around, then maybe. But right now, like that's not my goal, is to hurry up and sign a deal. Like, and I've had a few people reach out to me wanting me to sign a deal, and it wasn't right. It just wasn't right, and then
So I say it because I'm interested in your music. Like I just want to hear more music from you. So let's just say the next year or two you stay independent because the deals aren't right.
Yeah.
How do you keep being more prolific with your music? Like you said, the last one came out in December. This next one comes out in June, but then you got another one in August. So how do you keep up the prolification? How do you keep putting out more music? How do you keep putting out more music? And I know you said you have a plan. So what does that plan look like?
So my plan is just to keep putting out more music. I'm not in a rush to just hurt drop because I want it to be a good song. I know every song is not going to be a number one, but I don't want to put out music hoping to get a deal or hoping to get that traction and hurry up and get to the top, and the music is not good. You know, I know a lot of artists out that are up and coming, and they put out a song every Friday. And to me, that is crazy. But because you're not giving that one song enough time to get traction, enough time to get around to people. And so for me, that's why it took so long for me to put out, I'm about to put out a second song, is because I'm just very strategic with like what I do and stuff like that. And the other song didn't work. I didn't like it. So I'm like, let me do this song. This song is perfect. It's good. I wanted to wait till August, but I can't wait from December to August to drop another song.
Yeah, that's a long.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You're already gone, right? And, I was like, let me put out this.
Now, what I can say is that one thing I can say, not to cut you off, is that if you are going to wait that time span, then you need to make a visual for the current song that you have out.
Right, yeah.
To give people something else to the vibe to versus just the song itself. If there's a visual, then that's another 6 months that you can wait for it, because the visual.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
You know what I mean? It's
just like how back in the day it would be like maybe 4 songs off an album, but it would last like 2 or 3 years before the artist would drop another album because they have videos and concerts and all. Right. Okay, I see what you're saying, Yoda. Okay.
Yeah. So
have you thought about any visual pieces since you are a content creator?
So I wanted to do a music video for my first song, which I probably still will, but I don't. It's just when it comes to music videos, you have to get approval for being, like in a cornfield or something like that. Like spaces.
Do you?
Not really, but if you want to go the legal route, yeah.
Who do you talk to? Because I don't want to do it, and then now I got it out, and they're like, take it down.
Well, it depends on the corn.
You can't have that.
I guess it depends on the cornfield. Because if it's the cornfield, you can probably go. If it's a private thing, you can go ask the owner, like, "Yo, can I record here? I mean, can I shoot here?" So I mean,
it's probably more easy. It's probably more easier than you think it is. Actually,
probably, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Hey, Karisma, you got a manager? What's up?
You need a manager.
What's up?
I had a group from Atlanta hit me up wanting to manage me, but
it ain't right.
I don't know. I don't think
our deal gonna be better than their deal. I'll tell you that right now.
Really?
I'm curious. You said
I don't want to get somebody from Georgia.
Whatever.
Nope. You should have somebody manage you. Hold on, yo, I got it. You should have somebody manage you that's more closer to home. And we're more closer to home.
You got me. I don't even know what to say to that.
I'm curious.
But I do think I would need a manager pretty soon, though.
Oh yeah, you do.
Once because I turned down a lot of shows when I first put out the song. My first song, I turned down a lot of shows. For one, I wasn't ready to perform, and I just had to come to terms with that. Like, I just wasn't ready, and they weren't offering much financially. Which, I mean, I'm just starting out, so I could kind of I can deal with that for now. But I just wasn't ready to perform, and I didn't want to throw myself out there and disappoint myself knowing where I'm at in my music career. So, but my mother was like, "Girl, you just got to get out there and do it." Honestly,
just got to do it. Yeah, she's right. She's right.
It's not gonna be perfect the first time.
I think
I'm gonna be nervous regardless. So
yeah.
And regardless if it's 5 people there, like that's good practice for you to be on the stage. Period. Like,
right.
So I mean, that's something that you better shake that shit off and just get up there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
And no offense, that first show it ain't gonna be just 5 people there, but a 5-person show the 5-person show is the best show to fail on because only 5 of them motherfuckers there. Like nobody cared that you fell on your face. It's 5 of us, and that's probably your mom and 3 of her friends. Yeah, it's probably they're not gonna have their camera phones out. They don't care about that. No. But do you? So this show in July is going to be your single that came out in December, the single that comes out in June. Will you be performing any unreleased songs? Like how does that work for a new artist who's opening up for a show this big? Like how much do you get a certain amount of time, or do they say you get this many songs? How do they do that?
So they reached out to me and because I did an interview back in Georgia and they see my interview on TV.
Back in Georgia.
Back in Georgia.
That thing like a monster.
I saw him earlier running around in the back before she moved her camera.
Oh, that little golden doodle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Over there crying, wanting to.
Now, I'm curious to know, like you said, a lot of this.
She never answered the question. Rob, she never answered the question.
What was I saying? Oh, they reached out to me and they were like, we've seen your interview on TV and we want to know if you'll come perform at the show July 4th. And they were like, will you be able to have, another song or two prepared for the show? And I was like, oh yeah, 100%. And they reached out to me like January.
Nice.
So
okay, cool.
I've been in the video and stuff. I got some stuff. Got that song coming out. And then I don't know if I'll do another unreleased. If I'll do an unreleased there, like for the 3rd song, or I thought about singing Miley Cyrus, "The Climb."
Yeah, I was going to say a couple would be all right for like a 3rd song.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, this is my first show, and I might be nervous as hell, so I don't know if I'm gonna do Miley Cyrus.
She goes.
I'm gonna do one song and be like,
once you do sound check, you'll be good. Peace, love, good night. I'm out.
Yeah,
meet me at the merch table.
you'll do your first song. They'll give you a warm reception. Then you're like, oh, okay, I got it. It's all good, and you're gonna push forward. It's like, now, before we let you go, I'm always curious to know. Like you said, when you first started, a lot of this stuff came at you pretty quickly, and like how far you've become. So, have you had a moment, a wow moment that said you're like, wow, this is actually happening? Like, have you had that moment yet?
Oh, 100%. Before I got out, I just prayed like, God, show me this is the path that I'm supposed to be taking. That what I decided to do is the right decision. And I just think the live with Timberland and just other artists DMing me, big time artists DMing me like, hey, this is dope. You're good. Keep going. A lot of I talk to Blanco Brown. Okay. You guys know him. I talk to him all the time. And he just gives me a lot of pointers. Actually, I was recently with Young Blue in New York in the studio with him. And I guess all of that and just people just reaching out to me like, you're good. You have a nice voice. I think all of that is confirmation for me to like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. Because I'm like, God, I need you to come down from heaven, sit on my bed and be like, yes. Because, man, we all know, like, the music industry is dirty. It has that dirty side, and, man, it's going to be crazy for me.
I didn't think I was going to have another question, but I do, because we keep talking. I keep hearing you saying before I got out. We know where you got out of, right? And you mentioned it a little bit, but you were in the Air Force?
Yep, I was in the Air Force. I was a cop for 5 years. I deployed to Afghanistan for 9 months. So I was over there doing flyaway security missions over there. And I don't know if you guys remember, but back in 2019, they had a ground attack in Afghanistan, and I was over there.
Oh, really?
During that time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was stuck over there for 9 months instead of 6, and it was during COVID. of it too. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, thank you for your services, one. Thank you for your services.
Thank you for sure.
But and then the other thing is that what made you go into the Air Force?
So
I know this is going backwards, but we didn't talk about it, so I need to know.
It's okay. So before I joined, straight out of high school, I worked jobs because I didn't know what I wanted to do. My dream growing up was to always be in the WNBA. That was my dream. That didn't happen. So I was like, I want to be a veterinarian. So I went to school for a semester online for veterinarian, and then I was like, I cannot smell poop every day. Like surgery, like that's crazy. I love animals,
and it's not just dog. It's not just dog and cat shit. It's like bird and lizard and
horse. Like who?
Yeah.
Imagine, right?
Horse
so
shit.
I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
Do that. So I worked. What was my first job? I think my first job was working at Maryland's Fried Chicken, a chicken place. I worked there for 2 days and quit. And my mom, she begged the lady to give me the job. She was like, ma'am, she's going to be a good worker. Like, let her. But I went in there.
She was a terrible worker.
You definitely let mama down.
Let me tell you, their floor was greasy. I was sliding the whole day. And I had on slip resistant, those ugly black shoes. Had them on. They had me lifting 5-gallon tea buckets over my head, pouring it in the... No. I was like, while I'm slipping, this is crazy. No. So I was like, Mom, I'm sorry, I quit. Like, thank you for helping me, but I quit. And I told the lady I'm done. But then after that, I worked at a factory making like parts for boats, like bolts to go on boats.
Bolts to go on boats.
Boats for boats.
Bolts for your boats.
So yeah,
that's nuts. Literally.
I did that, and it was like, you know how factory jobs are. You sitting at a little cubicle and you just doing your job, listening to music. Nobody's bothering you. Did that, but that would take like 5 years to become like a permanent worker because I got hired through, you know, those job solutions that help jobs. I would get fired all the time. Well, not really fired, but you know how
you was getting fired.
Not fired.
Yeah,
but,
you said it. You said it. Right, but fired. I was just getting temporarily, permanently laid off.
Well, it was kind of like a light up. It wasn't really a fire. It was like a light up.
No, like you know how it's like. So like they would need you for a season, and they would let you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
2 years, right? And I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Right.
So quit that, and then I became a housekeeper. I don't know why I did that.
Not only are you a risk taker, you are a quitter like a
Oh my God. That's crazy. I was a housekeeper for a while, and then
I quit that. Go ahead and say
quit that. I was a housekeeper for 2 years, and then I became a teacher's aide at an elementary school. And I worked that job, and I worked the housekeeping job because, you know, during the summer, kids, teachers out. So I worked at the hotel. And then at that point, I was like, I need something better. So I went to take the test, and I was going to for the military, but I was going to go into the Navy at first. And then I actually took the ASVAB 3 times. I was about to go into the Army, and then I took the ASVAB 3 times, and then that last time I got into the Air Force. So,
yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yep.
That was a lot.
Twists and turns. Twists and turns.
And
Good. Zigging and zagging.
Well, a lot
should be quitting and getting fired.
Crazy.
a lot of storytelling. So you got a lot of stories to tell about.
Oh, you got a lot to write. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got a lot right.
Slip resist. I can see that slip resistant shoe song. The Greasy Floor song. That sounds like a dance.
It could be called and like make it about some love breakup shit.
Slippery Slope. It should be called Slippery Slope.
Now, you said you had dreams of being WNBA. You could hoop like that? You could hoop like that?
I used to. Not now. I haven't touched a basketball in so long. It's crazy.
All right.
But yeah. Used to play basketball, soccer.
Okay.
All right.
I like that.
All right. Do we have any more questions for Karisma?
Hey.
She quit that. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Man, that's crazy.
Yo, you remember on Life when they was when he was reading the people's mail on Life, and they was like such and such died, and they was like, nope, he died too. That's.
Anybody else want to read this mail? No.
Well, we want to thank Karisma Brown for coming on the podcast. We want to give you a round of applause.
Yes, thank you. Good luck. Good luck. Yes. Look, we from Delaware, but we like to go to shows, so we come and support you on 4th of July if we ain't busy.
Oh yeah.
In Bainbridge, Delaware.
Bainbridge, Georgia.
Oh, yeah. I just sometimes my GAs turn into DEs.
Oh,
that's weird.
That's weird. Before we go, we always like to know how people can find you on these World Wide Web, these social medias, find out where you are going to be at, where they can listen to the music, on what platforms they can find. So how can they find more about Karisma Brown and all that good stuff?
So all of my social media accounts, TikTok and Instagram is Real Karisma Brown. Facebook is just my first and last name. As far as my music, it's on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon Music, YouTube, Spotify. My music is everywhere. So just type in my first name, or you can Google my first and last name, Karisma Brown, and all my stuff will pop up.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Yo.
You can find me on IG at IM302YODA.
Blue?
Karisma, send that song to Tusi. You can find me at Lou Belgium. I'm on them Instagrams.
And
what you waiting for? Send it.
You can find Bruising Banter Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Bruising Banter Podcast. You can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can even say, Alexa, play Bruising Banter Podcast, because we are on Amazon Music. And if you want to follow me, Rob Stay Bruising, there it is. Bing, 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 bing. Remember to check us out on www.bruisingbanter.com. You can get merch like this. I got my merch on today, so here it is. Lou too. Oh, you got a hat on.
You guys are so cool.
You got a hat on?
Look at you. Oh, yeah.
Still got you. About to get smart and you got a hat on. Crazy.
Yeah, I was about to be an ass. He's about to be an asshole. He doing the thing. Look, you got glass next to you and everything. You got plenty of merch around.
Never mind, guys. Never mind.
We want to thank again Karisma Brown for coming on. I hope everybody who listens.
Thank you so much.
So you go
Appreciate
down
you.
and download her music. Go on iTunes or wherever you can and purchase it, because you can still purchase music, right? I don't even know nowadays. You can still purchase, stream. I don't know.
Yeah. Stream the hell out of it. Stream the hell out of it. Do what Yoda did. Just keep listening to it.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're in Georgia in July 4th, make sure you hit her up, and then she'll be back in Delaware after that.
You did it. You shouldn't have done this. Yeah.
She'll be coming back home. All right.
Yep. No. Coming right back home.
This has been episode 250 of Bruising Banter Podcast. Until next time.
Have a good week, everyone.
Bye.
See you guys.
Peace.
Well, I finally made a decision. What I'ma do with my life. I'm soon separated.